Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Vanessa Spellman, licensed clinical psychologist and divorced single mom. And today I was thinking about the nostalgic things I have in my home that you might want to repeat. In the age of technology, one thing that I found, I've probably mentioned this before somewhere along the line, but I find that streaming music can make our kids get into this tunnel vision and reduce friction in their lives. So, one of the things that I like to do is reintroduce friction into my life and home. So whether that's blowing your child's mind by actually putting on FM radio and then having them ask you to skip a song and try to explain why you cannot do that, it's hysterical. I recommend you try it at some point if you haven't already. If you even know how to turn the radio on in your car anymore. And then just streaming in general, the way that I see it is that like TV and music now, everything is to your liking, right? You get fed the next thing that you might like based on your preferences. So we're in this tunnel of what we like. When I was growing up, you'd watch cartoons for a couple of hours, something boring would come on, you'd turn it off, you'd walk away, you'd lose interest, right? That doesn't happen anymore. And with streaming music, I find what happens is you're like constantly looking at the phone, the device, whatever. Do I like the song? Should I skip it? We don't listen to entire albums anymore. Um, Unless you're me. And I was just watching something the other night where there was a musician who was performing, and she was saying that when Alicia Keys' Songs in A Minor record came out, she went to the store and she bought the CD and she read through the pamphlet. And I remember doing that. Do you remember doing that? You'd see like the lyrics to the song, you'd see who composed the music, you'd see who played the instruments. And I was fascinated by artists who played multiple instruments and didn't just sing the song that had been a part of the songwriting and composition. So just a little bit of wonder, a little bit of respect and appreciation, but also a slowing down. So I have a record player, which I bought inspired by this lack of friction that I was seeing in my daughter's life and how we were consuming music. So now we listen to the whole side of an album and then we flip it and we listen to the whole side of an album. And the point is that she has to tolerate a little bit of distress, right? And it's not bad distress, it's normal human distress. So you might not like every song that comes on, but maybe you'll find a new song that you love. So whether it's, I don't know, the modern world we're living in. I got a phone landline installed so we can make actual calls on an actual telephone, which is also hysterical to explain to children right now with cell phones. So, just thinking about how to slow down, simplify our lives, bring in a little friction for our kids so that they can appreciate sitting with something that they don't like because the world isn't all what you like. See you next time.